everybody, it's Honest John again now. Tom Broker stirred up a bit of controversy a few days ago with his remarks in which he criticized Latinos for not assimilating to American culture. He has since apologized for those remarks, but he seems to be reflecting a view that has become increasingly common among white conservatives, that somehow speaking Spanish makes you less American. When I was a young boy, I lived in a neighborhood that had a lot of Polish people in it. As a matter of fact, in Rhode Island, the state that I come from, there's a state holiday called Pulaski Day. Now, I don't know who Pulaski was, but evidently he was a big deal to the Polish people, and so there was a celebration of him in Rhode Island, because there were a lot of Polish people there. And when I visited my friends who had Polish parents, I heard a lot of people speaking Polish in that neighborhood. And when I visited my Italian friends, I often heard their parents and older relatives speaking Italian. When I visited my grandmother in Maine, I heard a lot of French spoken in that neighborhood. And it never occurred to me that those people might be less American than I was. And I certainly would never have told them to speak English. I would have caught the back of a hand if I'd done that. This is so common among immigrants of any nationality that sensible people don't even think about it. Older immigrants usually speak the language of their country of origin, and their children speak English. It is just a fact that it is much more difficult for older people to become fluent in a new language than it is for children and young people. Now, most older immigrants do learn enough English so that they can find jobs and get by in society, but when they're among their own people, they speak the language that they're most comfortable with and that it's easier for them to speak. So does assimilating mean abandoning your native language or your culture and forgetting about everything that you came from? I don't think so. Respecting and observing our laws and customs is naturally a part of becoming an American. But that doesn't mean disregarding your own customs. Speaking Spanish or Italian or Polish or French has never made anyone less American. A couple of years ago, I was talking with a young Asian woman, and she complained that a lot of white people tended to treat her like she was stupid because of her accent. She told me, I speak 7 languages. So the truth is that she is much smarter than the white people who only speak English and criticize her for having an accent. That's the irony of it all. Being an American should mean that we are open, tolerant, and welcoming to others. You know what I consider to be un-American? Being a bigot. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So, if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So, Patreon, Top Buzz, the links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.